SprintCarUnlimited.com, coming from Lincoln Speedway. It's the second night of the Labor Day Duels. We're here with winner Chase Dietz. Chase, seemed like the draw really helped you there starting up front, especially with the track conditions.
Yeah, obviously going out early for time trials definitely benefited us. We had to win our heat, won the heat, put us in the redraw, and the most critical part was pulling that pill. Pulling a one, that was the biggest thing all night. And they did some track prep there for the feature. I think gave us a good 10 to 15 laps that we could start to move around a little bit, but eventually it was going to rubber back up, and it did. Just look, taking advantage of the cars we were dealt here tonight. We were able to hang on the rubber, and I was able to hang on for that point. But just good night for us. A little bit of lady luck certainly helps, and we'll take that.
You fought off Ashton early. Did you know how close he was? He was about 2/10 off you. He was pressing you.
Yeah, I think through traffic there, I might have seen his nose there. But at that point, I knew the top was getting away. Just the traffic was pretty heavy at that point, and some of those guys were still wanting to move around some. So, just trying to be patient with it. I kind of ran into the same scenario earlier in the year, one of the day shows. I think it was the second race of the year here, and I got out to the lead, similar track conditions, and Danny got to the rubber first, and I didn't. And that's kind of what I was paying attention to, especially after that restart. After the restart, I felt like I was hanging more and more on the top, and even before that caution, I was kind of getting to that point. So I was trying to be as aware as possible, with the lap cars in front of me. And once I got to them, I tried the bottom once. I felt like it was kind of there. And then it was a matter of just making sure, I kind of made the right moves in traffic. And, some of them cars missed the rubber. I was able to at least sneak by. And that always benefits, trying to at least put a car in between you in that type of situation. So, just hit my marks there the rest of the race, and that was about it. Nothing too exciting in that race, I would say, but we'll take it and move on to the next one.
You were able to get a lap car between you right before the rubber came. I thought that was important because it kept him from trying to dive under you, maybe contact, whatever, move you out of the way, or so on and so forth. Were you aware of that or cognizant of that? I think it was Preston Latimus, just getting by him where there was a little bit of a cushion there in case just anything weird happened.
Yeah, I mean, I got in him, and obviously, look, that guy could have pulled in for as far as
Sure.
I know, but I was trying not to. I was just trying to hit the rubber and stay in it. Obviously, I ran into that issue Friday night, and Anthony was blasting top and got me, and Danny was there too. But in that situation, I was kind of racing like he was on me, up till I'd say two to go. I think I squeezed by another lap car, and I felt at that point I was like, now just hit your mark, you'll be just fine. You shouldn't have any pressure. But you never know. It's you got to race every lap like it's like someone's biting at you, or, chasing you that whole time. But for the way it was, patience was I think the key, and we were pretty good, for running in the rubber and even behind those cars in traffic. So. Sometimes you get too tight in the rubber, and we weren't necessarily that way. So that was obviously a plus, but not all that much excitement, in that feature. But just glad we were to end up on the front stretch tonight, and hopefully next time we come back here, we have better track conditions for the teams and also the fans. So we'll just take it on to the next one.
You mentioned twice about getting beat in conditions like this. Still learning as a driver and kind of honing your craft a little bit, especially now that it seems like you guys are fast every night. You have to be on top of your game.
Yeah, and some of those just being in those situations. Some of those races I wasn't necessarily there, or wasn't even up there to be in that spot. And the biggest thing was, look, the best thing you could do is make mistakes. It's the only way you're going to learn. So that was kind of what was going through my mind there early in that feature, was bringing back early in the year, when I was out to that lead, and the top was pretty much gone, and I needed to just watch and be more aware. And that's where I tried to bottom that one time, and it was there, and I'm like, okay, time to get down, and if someone's gonna run around me, let them run around me. But it was gonna be, I felt tough to do. So just you gotta learn every time you're on the racetrack. Gotta learn a little something, and I felt like I was able to take some of that from early in the season to tonight. And hell, we've had such good starting spots at some of these races, and pretty much blow them. I would say, half the time I never enter. I started to pull, I don't even enter turn one, leading. So just had to do my job, there in the feature, and felt like I was able to. So just very happy for the team, very happy for what we were able to do. I think that's our 7th on the year, and that's awesome. I'm very grateful to be in this position with these guys. This is the most wins I've had in my career in a season, and I couldn't be more thankful to have this team be in this spot. And hell, we still got some races left here for the end of the year, and some big ones. So we'll just kind of keep taking some momentum to those, and looking forward to getting here to the Tusky next week.
Well, congratulations on another win.
Thank you.